this tournament down to a magic 24. The action heats up in a new feature table here. Seat number 1 from Middlesex. It's David Barker on 162,000. Probably feeling the pressure. Seat number 2 under no pressure at all. This is Glenn McCabe, who's got 442,000 from Lurgan in the north. Seat number 3, 50 stronger, his supporters park, Brian O'Keefe.
I think there's more than 50, They're making enough noise for about 200.
They call him the Fox. And O'Keefe has 318,000. In seat number 4, Nikolai Rastakis from Aarhus in Denmark. Kostakis has 123,000. Short stack at the table. In 5, the man himself, old Roland de Wolf, on about 1 million strong.
But he usually has about 1 million, so it's just business as usual for de Wolf. He's the man in form.
And seat number 6, Jules Adamson, who made that great play on Ian Fraser just last night. Adamson, though, down to 130,000. Seat 7, a Paddy last man, online qualifier Joe Rafferty, who hails from Kofermana,
or otherwise known as County Fermanagh.
And Jurker Eriksson, the young 19-year-old Swede, who has been delightful so far in this tournament.
Yeah, this is a guy with a game, Jesse. It was a joy watching him yesterday when he started pushing people around.
6 and 12,000 still with a 1,500 ante. And Park, how does this table play out when there's a huge chip leader in Roland de Wolf, who's got close to 3 times what everybody else has?
Well, de Wolf is a guy that when you give him chips, he's going to try and dominate this table. He's going to put guys under all sorts of pressure. But I think on all known form, this could be de Wolf and Eriksson. I mean, they're the 2 guys that are going to battle for domination here. Eriksson has shown us that he's a very, very dangerous player when he gets some chips, and he likes to use them. But I have a sneaking suspicion there could be a clash between these 2 guys.
Absolutely. Although Eriksson does have position most of the time on Roland de Wolf. And I would imagine he'll be picking up any pots that Roland doesn't enter.
Well, the last time we saw Eriksson, he picked up just about everything that wasn't nailed down, which is a good trait in a poker player.
The Dane, Kostakis, under the gun, all in. Ace-Jack plenty, he says, for his tournament life.
Well, at these antes and these blinds, you know, when you're down to 100,000 odd, Ace-Jack looks like an absolute monster. You got to just stick it in and hope for the best.
He can pick up over 20,000.
Well, more important, he buys himself another round at the table. It's another 8 hands.
Barker looking down, Middlesex. I think that was an ace-4, not an ace-8. Lots of aces out here. Is it enough for Glenn McCabe? You know, it's interesting. I mean, once you take away de Wolf's million in chips,
which won't be easy,
everybody else is quite tight. Although both Eriksson and McCabe, you know, feeling very good. 6 and 12 will be de Wolf under the gun. You know, de Wolf said he just wants the title. He is right now the only man in the world to have won both a WPT and an EPT title. How about the triple? I mean, to be the only guy to add an Irish Open title to that, that could be history that's never repeated.
Well, I hope not. Let's get an Irish winner. Roland de Wolf's a great lad. I mean, I love this guy's attitude to the game. You know, he's playing this game for fun. He's made a whole load of money, but you know, if they were playing for nothing, de Wolf would still be there.
Oh yeah. De Wolf has folded. It's the short stack in the big blind, and Jurker Eriksson not only has the game but the cards to stick a raise in.
50. Raise to 50,000.
It's a sizable raise, Mark, up to 50.
But you know, excuse me, the antes have gone up to 1,500, so there's more money to be picked up with a raise here.
All in called from Barker.
He's been to be the second Barker to win the Irish Open. Liam Barker won it several years ago. Declan Barker's come close a couple of times.
Well, Eriksson's going to be in a bit of a pickle. It's about 110,000 to call. He's getting over 2 to 1. Is it automatic, Bob?
It is for him. This guy's a Scandinavian.
I don't like it.
You don't like it, but he's going to call.
Eriksson.
How much more?
this stage, Ericsson is probably wishing that Barker had another 50 or 60,000, so he could have at least 2 sevens away and get on with it.
I mean, it's just
I've started, so I'll finish kind of situation.
It's about exactly half of Ericsson's stack. If he loses this pot, he'll have about 200 or so left.
Shoot.
Calls and loses, that is. Youngest player left in the tournament, I think, 19 years old.
109.
Green is not in play.
Not the youngest looking player left.
Certainly not the youngest acting player left in the tournament either.
Well, I think he'll huff and puff a little bit and call. No, he may not like it, but he's almost forced into this.
These are the kind of decisions that have to be made with a very stone philosophy.
You know, if you could see Barker's hand, he'd be delighted to call him at the 2-7 because this is pretty much an even money proposition.
Call.
Pocket.
No, it's the overcoats, as Phil Latka said. A straight race, although Ericsson, the luxury of not being able to be knocked out of this tournament.
Makes the call a little easier because he's not facing elimination if he loses the race.
5 cards to come.
Come on.
And what are the tickets? Oh, there's the 7. And with that, Barker nearly drawn dead. Jeez, I think he is, in fact.
No, that.
He is.
No, wow.
On the flop, Barker can walk a full house.
I'm looking for Barker. You know, he's found the courage to make the move. Given Ericsson a decision and lost the coin flip. It's a tough game.
Straight 50-50, although Ericsson had chips back, not on the flop. 3 sevens had Barker drawn dead right then. And the full house beating the pair of 9s. We've got 23 now in this tournament.
Got King Queen. He put the raise in. I thought I've got to get some chips back. Got King Queen. It's unsuited, but worth a punt. Put it in. If I catch it, it's good. Just hope he hasn't got an ace over the top. He's got a pocket pair, so it's a coin flip.
So 23 left, and I mean, the Wolf with $1 million in chips. He's on the small blind here. Basically, he's got a stack that's average right now for the final table. I mean, I guess he's not going to slow down, but are there going to be some people?
Highly unlikely.
Some people might get some chips and decide to sort of take their foot off the gas at some point. And how much you need to do that?
Well, the Wolf isn't going to do that. He's going to.
All in.
I guarantee you, the Wolf's plan is to try and get to this final table with more than 2 million in chips.
All in as from the Dane. Quick call from Roland DeWolf. These are both verbal declarations. And Kostakis, Queen 5. He's been found out by DeWolf's 2 9s. And Adamson with a couple of options, Parg.
Well, he can throw them in with the left hand, the right hand.
Now, Adamson's chip stack, Parg. He's the short one.
Well, you know, if he could see the other 2 hands, this is a definite call and proposition.
Ace-10 diamonds.
With a chance to treble up. But
Ace-10 diamonds.
it's very hard for him to work out that he'd have been in such a good spot.
The Dane, his intentions were right, Parg. Timing very bad. He was going to get called by either DeWolf or Adamson, I guess. And unless the Queen hits the board, we're going to lose another one.
Adamson would have hit the front here.
A couple more.